7 days until me, Johannes and Jana are gonna travel to the IFA World Championships. And just after that is the Slaughter Tour and the highlight of that tournament, the final stage of the top 8. One of the matches there has been one of the most anticipated matches throughout the entire year. And I am of course speaking about Vitaly the Truckster Laletin and the Georgian Hulk, Levan Saganishvili. So this will be my prediction video on how I will see how each of these matches will turn out. And I'm really surprised that I have not seen any prediction videos yet. So Ryan, Raymonds, Jonathan, I think his name is, Artem, do your predictions now! Anyway, here is my prediction video for the top 8 stage 3. Be sure to leave a like, comment down below what your predictions are for this extreme power card. And let's get on with the prediction video. Roll the intro. Alright, the battle for the 7th and 8th place. Alex Kurdeka versus Rustam Babayev. And these guys has not been having the best round so far. In the first round, Alex Kurdeka lost in arm power, and in the second round, Alex Kurdeka lost on the hand game. But as all we have to consider, all of these guys are killers. Both of these guys had been having really bad draws, in my opinion. Rustam Babayev in the first round in Malaysia got ran over by Evgeny Prudnik that was weighing around 108 kilos. So there were like 15 to 18 kilos of the difference between the two. So I think this battle will be a really good one, because Alex Kurdeka has the bigger hand, the longer arm, and a lot of techniques that he can shift to if he needed to. Because he has the top roll, his hook is not so great from what I've been seeing, correct me if I'm wrong. He has a press, and he even has the King's move. So he can shift between different techniques if he feels that something is failing. So he has that advantage over Rustam as far as I can see. Because from what I've been seeing lately, Rustam Babayev doesn't really shift between the techniques that he usually do against strong opponents. But he has been relying on his hook for so long that once he meets someone that is strong enough to take him out of his game, it will practically end like the second round of the top 8 when he met against Tim Preston. When Tim was managed to expose his wrist more and more and put on more pressure there, and he pulled in a defensive style of a top roll, and then after round 2 Rustam's wrist just collapses. So Rustam was forced to pull straight sideways with a dead wrist. And it almost worked if Rustam was just managing to extend Tim Preston just a little bit more. If he would have done that, I think that Rustam will have won a round, or maybe 2. I see it like this: if Rustam gets on the inside, then I will say 5-1 to Rustam. But if Kurdeka managed to put the brakes on him, then I can say maybe 4-2. But in this case, I'm gonna go with Rustam Babayev on this. And the funny thing is, because Rustam has been announced as one of the champions in the minus 95 kilo category. So if Rustam managed to win this, what happens then with Kurdeka? Does he get the safe spot? Only time can tell. Battle for the 5th and 6th place. And I'm betting my money that the Tim Preston has been wanting has been wanting this battle for a very long time, ever since they met at the Slotty 2015, I think. And that is between Dmitry Trubin versus Tim Bresnan. I can also say from an arm wrestling fan perspective that I have been wanting to see this match as well. Because lately I have seen Dmitry Trubin being this puffy, big bodybuilder guy. And ever since he got that big, from my perspective, it was like that his arm wrestling skills just went downhill from there. But in the second stage of the top 8, he later returned back to form when he was in his best, in my opinion, around 2015-16. In my opinion, he was amongst his best shape in that time. So I think him returning back to that shape will not only make him stronger, it will also make him arm wrestle a lot better, in my opinion. And Tim Bresnan, from as far as I can tell, he had a very rough start with facing Levan Saganishvili in the first round, but later came back and beat Rustam 6-0. And he was really happy when he managed to win against Rustam because of that big elbow fest that happened in the last year's Vendetta. So in my opinion, that was one of the most frustrating matches that I ever seen. But it was nice to see that fight ended in that conclusion as it did, in my opinion. So this will be a tricky one, because Dmitry Trubin, once he hits if he maintains that shape that he had in China, I think Trubin will win 4-2, but it will not be easy. But if Tim Bresnan will maintain his pronation and manage to burn the arm of Trubin early on, excuse me there, I can also see that Tim Bresnan will win 4-2. But the past mistakes I have been doing so far is bet against Dmitry Trubin, so I'm gonna put my money on Dmitry Trubin on this. But it will be a war. I can almost guarantee that. This will be one of the most toughest one to call. Kydergali, the Wonder Kid Ungarbayev versus Yevgeny Prudnik. And this will be a very tough one, because they are equal in arm wrestling skills, equal in explosivity, equal in arm wrestling techniques. They can shift between all of the different techniques. It's just a matter of who has the best day and who has the best flow throughout the entire super match. Because if I'm not mistaken, they pulled at each other in WAF World Arm 2016, and that was a battle. Prudnik managed to win on the inside. Later next year, Kydergali managed to take the wrist of Prudnik, and that put a humongous toll on Prudnik's arm there. So that battle put Prudnik out of the tournament on the right arm. So in my opinion, this match could go either way. From what I have been seeing, they are both training ridiculously hard for this. So a lot will be in stake, as this great article is saying. A lot will be on stake on this. Glory, glory, and more glory. So my pick who is gonna win this super match is I'm gonna go for it. I am betting on Kidurgali to win on this, but it's gonna be a war. And in my opinion, this might be the match of the night. If the super match for the first and second place will be meh, this will be the match of the night in my opinion. But the overall score, it will be maybe 4-2 to Kidurgali. If they not do a 7th round, then maybe it will be 4-3. Nah, but I think it is gonna be 6 rounds nonetheless. So this will be 4-2 to Kidurgali. Давай, давай, Kidurgali, давай! And now the most anticipated match of the entire year. Levan Saganishvili, the Georgian Hawk, versus Vitaly Laletin, the Russian trucker, I think. There have been a lot of debates for this match. I've been seeing people on Facebook, Instagram, and all of these social medias that have Armwrestling in it. A lot of them are debating that Levan Saganishvili are gonna run over Vitaly Laletin, but a lot of people are saying that Vitaly Laletin are gonna peel Levan's hand back. And judging from the numbers that I've been seeing that Vitaly Laletin has been doing, in my opinion, I think he has a capability to take Levan's hand. But what Levan has over Vitaly is arm strength. Because from the recent training videos I've been seeing, Levan has been doing like 140 kilos, non-strict in my opinion. And he has also been doing a static rotational hold, 90 kilo straight up. But Vitaly Laletin has been taking on 32 kilo dumbbell and just rotating it like this for multiple reps at a time. So I think that I'm gonna put this out there. I am betting that Vitaly will beat Levan. Because what I think so is that once Vitaly has taken Levan's hand and just constantly stays there, I think Levan will burn out, because Kidurgali from the second stage exposed not only his endurance, but also exposed his hand that is got spun out almost every single match. So in my opinion, I think that Vitaly will win this whole tournament, because he has the capability to do so. So I will also say in this, I will say 4-2 to Vitaly Laletin. Sorry, Levan. But I think Vitaly has the capability to beat you, so just in my opinion. So yeah, that was my prediction video for top 8 stage 3. This might be the highlight of the entire arm wrestling year, because this card has nothing but killers, and all of them had mixed results. But this one will be one of the best arm wrestling cards ever, and I am really looking forward to see it. But sadly, I'm not gonna be able to see it live, because I'm traveling back home right after the IFA World Championships, because I have this YouTube channel to run. So I gotta be able to do my analytic videos right before the matches has ended, so I can get them to you guys as fast as possible. So maybe next year, we'll see. And now my question to you: how have your impressions of the top 8 stages been for you? And what are your predictions for this last card on how each of the matches will play out? And be sure to leave a like, because that is helping my channel a lot. And comment, subscribe, share my videos on all social medias, because that is also helping me a lot. So and have a nice day, and keep being awesome.